Baby, what's that got to do with you coming in and doing? Well, why they know it's just think of the phone and call me.
I was gonna do it, but it's just not mine. I'm sorry, but I'm telling you the truth.
Yeah, well, I got some for you.
This I wanna nail sports to the one. Top blogger, top YouTube channel. No matter which sports, yeah, we got it covered. Subscribe and hit the notification bell.
Greetings, my sports to the bone people. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope everybody is doing okay. Hope you all enjoyed that bit of singing at the beginning there from our former captain Jason Holder. Yes, my people. Seems as if he is not only talented on the cricket field, but also extremely talented with mic in hand. Actually sounding very, very good, my peeps. We have seen in the past where West Indies cricketers, they would have retired and they would have gone into music. This seems as if it's a category that Jason Holder could easily fall into if he wants, whenever he decides to retire. Yes, my people, sounding very good there. Shout out to Jason Holder. All right. So we have a couple of things to look at in this one. Going to be talking about the current T20 captain, Ravman Powell, and what he had to say to the media after yesterday's game. Also going to be talking about a couple of things coming out of the match. Even when you win a game quite convincingly, there are things that you would definitely still want to sharpen up on. Plus, there are a few good things that the guys did yesterday that I really and truly need to shout them out for. So let's give a listening ear until the end. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. And as per usual, I am going to implore you, if you have not yet subscribed, please remember to subscribe to the channel. Also leave a like on the video. All right, so let's just look at a couple of things that Ravman Powell spoke about coming out of the game. So he was saying that going into this game, the plan was just to try and see if they can go out there and throw the first punch. You understand? See if they can basically get ahead in the game. That we were able to do that. I mean, we picked up 2 wickets in the power play. The Sri Lankans, they had a good little partnership in the middle there. Then we were able to pull it back somewhat. So, according to Ravman Powell, the plan was to just go out there, try to get ahead of the game and try to maintain it throughout. You understand? He spoke about the players, saying that he's a captain that believes in individual performances, saying that an individual can go out there and win you a game. If a man go out there and really and truly put on a good show, then the others will just make sure that they are chipping in. I think he really means that, whatever role you are playing, you need to make sure that you are playing that role and playing it well. And once you are playing your role, then it will motivate the other teammates or the other players to go out there and play their role. Talking about roles, he was also speaking about players coming into the team and, just going and doing what they're asked to do. He was saying that if you are selected in the team as a six hitter, then you need to go out there and try to get ahead of the game. Try to hit sixes if that's your role. If you come in the team as a man to rotate, strike, and then finish off in the back end with a couple of boundaries, then that's what they are looking for. And if you are in the team as a bowler, to help with the power play, the depth over, whatever you are in there to do, you just want to make sure you're mastering your role. You're doing what needs to be done as an individual. And then, the rest of the team will come together. He spoke a lot about individual stuff, but, this is a team. So I would suggest that he's saying that, once everybody is chipping in like that, what they need to do, then it will eventually come together as a victory. So, man, shout out to the skip there. Saying shout out to the skip, we are happy for the win, and I have highlighted this in several videos that under him and Darren Sammy, we have done pretty well. You understand? But we want to make sure that as a specialist batsman, I am always saying this, as a specialist batsman, his form returns and stay for a while. You understand? So yeah, that is what the captain was saying. Another thing that I want to address or talk about was the catching yesterday, my people. Oh my word. The guys caught well. They caught extremely well, my viewers and subscribers. They caught extremely well. No, the ground feeling wasn't the greatest. You understand? I think it was Evan Lewis at one point on the boundary. I saw a ball coming and just rolled through his leg and went into the boundary. But he made up for it, my people. He made up for it with a brilliant catch running, running backwards and thing. So I saw that catch there from Lewis, the one from Moti, and the one from Ruston Chase. Not to say the others weren't good in the field, but those three catches in particular were really good. So, that is definitely something we want to see continuing as we go through this series. I want it to trickle over into the ODI series because some of these same guys will be there. You understand? So that is a positive that I wanted to highlight there. The catching was really on point. The next thing, my people, I don't remember us bowling any no balls. I think we were disciplined with our bowling. You understand? We had a couple of wides. You understand? We had 4 wides and 3 leg byes. 4 wides and 3 leg byes. Leg byes, you can't even say anything too tough about leg byes, right? But we had about we had 4 wides. You understand? But it's really good that we played especially in the power play, we bowled all seamers and they didn't bowl any no balls, right? Whether we're talking above the waist or front foot no ball. That is something that I really enjoyed seeing, that we were able to get through the innings there without bowling any. So congratulations to the boys. When you are trying things in T20 games, you're always going to bowl a couple of wides, right? So 4 wides in the entirety of our innings. Not the worst thing in the world. Obviously, you want to tighten up on it and you want the bowlers to be disciplined. But in trying things and trying to get batsmen out, stuff like that will happen. But that is something that I don't remember here. I don't remember if anybody highlighted that yesterday. So I want to say, big shout out to the bowlers. You understand? They were able to go through without bowling any no balls. So that is definitely a plus there. So that 2 positives that my people see, we're not only into the negatives, we're also highlighting the positives. You understand? Highlighting those catches and highlighting the fact that we didn't bowl any no balls, right? Something that I would like for us to really improve on though is, after over number 7, 6, 7, 8 going, especially whenever we lose the first 1 or 2 wickets. Not only yesterday, we're talking about generally speaking now. Whenever we lose the first couple of wickets, we always, coming out of the power play, we always tend to slow it down a bit. And instead of some of the batsmen accumulating runs, over a period of time, you find that they really and truly just go for the boundaries. And I mean, we can look at their strike rates. The strike rates are really high. So we know that we are a boundary hitting team. That's what we like to say. But, when things get really tight in the middle, you definitely want to know that the guys are able to rotate the strike. Now, the final thing I am going to say to the batting unit, a big shout out. We were without Nicholas Pooran. I mean, Hetmeyer isn't there and a couple others, but Pooran is the man that has been scoring a lot of runs for us of late. So the fact that we're able to beat Sri Lanka in their backyard like that, definitely a plus. We're not saying that we know we haven't won the series or anything, but I like to give credit where credit is due, and I call it as we go along, right? So we had a good outing yesterday, so we give them the props. You understand? If we play the second game and there are things that needs to be highlighted, we highlight it. Doesn't mean that we are hating on players. Just as how we show them love when they win, we have to highlight and talk about the stuff that we need to improve upon. So, those are just a couple of things that I wanted to touch on in this video. And, we will touch base again later on. Big up on yourself, my peeps.